Welcome to Consult Advisor, an ICT consulting services company. In this video we will introduce Microsoft SharePoint and explain how schools can use it to organize and share information in one central place. SharePoint is part of Microsoft 365. It gives schools one central place to organize staff information, share files, collaborate as a team, and access useful resources. For example, a teacher's portal can bring together announcements, forms, policies, teaching materials, and shared documents in one organized space. Now let us explain how to access SharePoint. To access SharePoint, open a web browser. In this example, I will use Microsoft Edge. After opening the browser, you can search for SharePoint login. Click the result. Then sign in using your school or organization account. Click Next and enter your password. Then select Sign In. Microsoft may ask whether you want to stay signed in. If you are using your own computer, you can choose Yes. If you are using a shared computer or someone else's device, choose No. You are now signed in to Microsoft My Apps. From this page, you can open the Microsoft applications available through your account. Scroll down until you find SharePoint. You can also use the search bar at the top, type SharePoint and then select it. Before we continue, it is important to understand that SharePoint is mainly a web-based service. It does not work like Word or Excel as a normal desktop application installed on the computer. For example, if you type SharePoint into the Windows search bar, you may see a web result instead of an installed application. This is because SharePoint is usually opened through a web browser. Now let's explore the SharePoint start page. When you open SharePoint, you will usually arrive at the SharePoint start page. This is the start page we can see here. At this stage, you are not yet inside a specific SharePoint site. The start page helps you find and open the sites, files, news, and other information available through your school account. At the top of the page, you will see the Search in SharePoint bar. From here, you can search for sites, files, pages, or other information that you have permission to access. On the left side of the main page, you will see the following section. This section shows the sites you have chosen to follow. At the moment, there may be no sites listed here. To follow a site, select the star icon next to the site. Once selected, the site will appear under Following, making it easier to find later. Below that, the Recent section shows the sites you have opened recently. This gives you quick access to the SharePoint spaces you have been working with. In the main area, the Frequent Sites section displays sites that you visit regularly. For example, you may see a class site, a department site, or a school communication site. To open a site, simply select its name or site card. Now, let us return to the SharePoint start page and look at the navigation bar on the far left side. The first icon is Home. This takes you back to the main SharePoint start page. Here we have My Sites. When you open it, you can view the SharePoint sites available to you. The News section brings together news posts and updates published across the SharePoint sites you can access. My Files helps you find files connected to your Microsoft 365 account and shared workspaces. My Lists shows the Microsoft lists you have created, opened recently, or have permission to access. At the bottom, the plus icon is the Create option. From here, you may be able to create a new site, page, list, or other SharePoint content, depending on your permissions and the settings used by your school. You can hover over each icon to see its name before opening it. Back on the main start page, you may also see the Create Site and Create News Post options near the top. These options may not appear for every user, because some schools allow only ICT administrators or selected staff members to create new SharePoint content. At the top left corner, we also have the Microsoft 365 app launcher. As in other Microsoft applications, you can select the 9-dot icon to move to another Microsoft 365 app. At the top right corner, you will find the Settings option. Depending on your account and permissions, this menu may include options such as adding a page, adding an app, opening site settings, changing the theme, or viewing additional settings. The available options may look slightly different depending on your school account and Microsoft 365 configuration. The main idea is that SharePoint brings shared school information together and makes it easier for teachers and staff to find the resources they need. In the next video, we will create SharePoint sites and explain the difference between a team site and a communication site. For more video tutorials, visit our channel.